is all in your mind.
Well, 4 continents, 14 countries and 17 incredible Grand Prix later, we've arrived here at the Ricardo Tormes circuit in Valencia for the final Grand Prix of the 2017 MotoGP World Championship. One Premier Class world title still to be decided, but only one man will be crowned by the end of this weekend. Hello and good afternoon to you from myself, Amy Dargan, and standing alongside me, Matt. But it's been an incredible season, Matt. I can't believe it's coming to an end. We've got 2, well, they couldn't be any more worthy title contenders. I'm not really sure if I'm happy or sad that this is coming to a close.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, as you say, another absolutely unforgettable season this year. I think it's fitting that we do get a final round showdown between the 2 best men of this 2017 World Championship, Marc Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso, have slugged it out throughout this season. They have been by far the best riders, the fastest riders, the most consistent riders, so it's great that we're going to see a final showdown duel between the pair of them here in Valencia on Sunday.
Well, I'll run you through who's coming up in the press conference shortly. So today we have our 2 title contenders, Marc Marquez, Andrea Dovizioso. Valentino Rossi will also be joining the press conference today, as will Danny Pedrosa, Johan Zarco and Jorge Lorenzo.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome. It's the final round of the MotoGP World Championship after 18 rounds. Well, 17 rounds. This is the 18th. The championship still to be decided.
Pronto. Sorry, Nick. Before you start, we have a surprise for you because it's your last Grand Prix, so you have to come with us. Pronto. Yeah, allora dai. Ready, go. Look here. You look there.
MotoGP World Championship, 18 rounds throughout the world, is about to start here. Sit back and enjoy. Here we go, it's underway. Let battle commence side by side. Here comes Vinales off the inside. Marquez leads the way. Here goes Rossi off the inside. Will it count? Here he comes. Absolutely masterclass. Let battle commence.
Let the battle commence.
Round 2 is underway.
Round 18 is underway. Fantastic start by Jorge Lorenzo.
That's a classic overtaking maneuver.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge. Some races were quite good, some other not. So I think at the end it's around 7, 6, 5, 7.
And like if Lantino says 7, I need to say 7.5 because I was rookie and I could fight a lot. So yeah, why not 7.5?
So I think the first part of the season maybe 6, and the second part I would say is 8. So the medium is 7. Like probably my position at the end of the race.
Hi. Question for Valentino and Zarco. How much more careful will you have to be during the race on Sunday and thinking about the competitors in the championship?
Oh, I think that we are completely out. So for me personally, I have to try to do my race, try to do the best, like in another race. Yeah, it's totally true. We are like not a Ducati rider that can help Dovi or opposite for Honda. We are really Yamaha riders, and we must bring Yamaha the best result as possible for, first of all, for ourselves, but then for the brand.
Valentino, over the season, you and Yamaha have tried many different chassis, but on Tuesday at the test, you can try a new engine, a different engine. Do you think that will make much difference to the problems you've been having?
No, but you know, is on the program. I mean, the engine was ready, and we start to work. In the chassis, we have more problems, so it's still not ready. And I think that we can have something new for February. So now we try to understand if the engine can be a little bit better. That is always a help, but our problem is more the chassis.
Hi, Mark. Mark, in your first MotoGP title here in 2013, you celebrate with the Spanish flag. In the next 2 MotoGP titles, you celebrate with the fan club flag. I want to ask you, in this political moment, have you already decided which flag you will show? And do you think this will be controversial?
If I win on Sunday, we will see. But in the end, the flag that la bandera que representa mi gente es el 93, para que se entienda. Sí.
I have a question for Valentino. Valentino, Maverick earlier on said during his debrief that maybe the test on Tuesday and Wednesday was even more important than the race on Sunday. Would you agree with that?
No, I mean, for me it's more important the race. Is a question of time. Before the race and after, for sure, I agree with Maverick. Is important. Is important for us. Is important. Tuesday and Wednesday will be important in 10 days in Sepang. Will be important in February because we have to fix some problems. So the winter season for us will be more important than for Honda and Ducati.
Okay, it's social media time with Stephen Day.
Thanks, Nick. Okay, we will start social media questions with a question for Joan. This question is from Seb VB on Instagram. What are you most proud of, the Moto2 titles that you've won or the MotoGP Rookie of the Year?
Now, most proud about the world title. It's a better emotion because you are really the first and the best rider of the season, and that's the main thing.
Thanks, Joan. Next question is for Jorge. This is from James Lim on Instagram. James is referring to your smooth as butter and hard riding the hammer logos. Are you able to apply the hammer and the butter riding style to the Ducati? If not, what new riding styles will you adopt and what are your names for them?
Well, when you see me on the TV, it's difficult to appreciate the difference of riding style that I am using in the Ducati compared with the one I use in the Yamaha. But inside, well, on the bike, I feel a lot of difference by myself. I'm using a lot the rear brake, for example. I'm sliding much more. The sliding you can actually look that is much different from the Yamaha. The Yamaha was much more stable on braking. But apart from that, the núcleo, I don't know in English, the general riding style remain the same because everyone have their own and it's impossible to change that.
Thanks, Jorge. Next question is for Valentino. This is from Quentin Blanchett on Instagram. Do you think that Franco Morbidelli will be as competitive as Joan has been this year in MotoGP next year?
I hope no. A little bit less, if it's possible. No, Johan this year did something very great because it was very, very strong, more or less everywhere. I'm very optimistic about Franco because he's arrived in MotoGP in a good moment. I mean, he's quite ready for ride this bike at the limit. So I think that next year can be competitive. Yes.
Thanks, Valentino. Next question is for Danny. This is from Marge on Twitter. What are you most looking forward to in the off season?
For sure, in the off season, I like to go for a windsurfing trip. I'm really looking for because during the season I cannot take the time and change the program. So it's one of the things I like to do when I'm relaxed. And obviously, apart from training and all these things and events, but as a personal thing, windsurfing with a trip with friends to do some jumps and some waves, so it's nice.
Thanks, Danny. Okay, to the two fighting for the championship then, and Dovi first. This question is from Siti Hashimah Mod Hanif on Instagram, talking about diet for MotoGP riders. Traveling around the world for your job, do you have a favourite food from a particular country or do you just stick to Italian food for each round?
No, at the beginning, I mean, I'm Italian, and it was quite difficult to hit different things than Italian style. But now, I really enjoy to hit everything I can find in every country. I really love Asian. I mean, you can hit if you know where you have to go. You can hit a good things in all the world. So I mean, the Italian style I prefer, but I really like when we go into Asia to hit that stuff.
Thanks, Dovi. Finally, on to Mark. This question is from Paul on Facebook. You have broken a lot of records in your career. Is there a particular record that you have your eye on to beat before you one day retire?
No, because all the records that I beat, I didn't know that exist, or I didn't know who have. So I don't want to concentrate in any record. I mean, I want to enjoy it every year. I want to fight for the title every year and keep this mentality and motivation every year.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
There we go. Now I think Ignacio's just going to make a presentation of the Racing Together book. Don't forget the presentation this evening, everybody, of the book and of course of the film to commemorate Dorna's 25 years working with the FIM, with IRTA and the MMSA. So there is the book. So if we'd like to stand for the photograph, everybody, and good luck to everybody over the weekend. Thank you. And thank you for the film. Thank you.